Leader of Government Business in the Upper House of Parliament calls for resilience going forward as he debated the Approximation Act 2013 on Monday. Senator Dr. Errol Court says 2013 looks promising as the Minister of Finance has projected economic growth of 1.7 in the year. More in this report.
Leader of Government Business in the Senate, Errol Court, says he fully supports the 2013 budget and commends Finance Minister, the Honorable Harold Glover, and his team for a job well done. Court says over the last 80 years and going forward, the UPP government has shown certainty, confidence, and credibility in leading the Twin Island state of Antigua and Barbuda. He says for 2013, the country will grow in leaps and bounds, and the revenue that will be collected is one that will benefit all in the Twin Island state. Court is of the view that the tax to GDP ratio in Antigua and Barbuda stands at 22% compared to the OECS to 25%, Barbados of 30%. The Twin Island state is not badly off. It is estimated that tax will raise $60 million in 2013 and the income tax amount to 8% of such figure, which shows the importance of the income tax and that it should not be abolished.
What about the argument that I heard recently, Madam President, that the abolition of personal income tax will lead to greater disposable income and by extension stimulate economic activity in the country? Well, that will only happen if the increase in disposable income is directly injected back into the economy by those who are no longer paying personal income tax. But what if those individuals decide, look, I am going to bank the increased disposable income. I'm going to put it in my savings account, whether here or elsewhere. Would that stimulate the economy that we're talking about? And in anticipation of the retort that the bank can or will relent, we know that the banking system has had very, very high liquidity over the past few years. High liquidity. So the issue is not monies for lending, because the monies are there. The monies are there. The monies are there. So to say that the monies that are placed in a savings account from the personal income tax would stimulate demand, I beg to differ.
The UPP Senator Court calls on government to ensure that all areas of administration is efficiently managed in 2013. Senator Court is of the view that the Public Sector Commission needs to be seriously looked at.
We have to also look at the Public Service Commission and determine whether that is a body that currently meets the needs of this modern society. As a human resource department for how many thousands of people? We have to look at these things, Madam President. And the time may be right for us to review how the whole human resource structure of the government operates and to create new and modern structures that would be more responsive to the stakeholders out there and lead to a more efficient way of running government.
But ALP Senator Paul Chet Green says UPP plans and projects will not comfort the people.
What Ben and public servants still can't get paid on time? What Ben when our pensioners continue to grovel? What Ben does he refer to with businesses closing almost on a daily basis? Banks foreclosing. People unable to find work and are literally going hungry. What Ben does he refer to, Madam President? You know, all these numbers and projections of surplus and growth and all that, they mean absolutely nothing to the man in the street who can't find jobs, who can't pay their bills, feed their families, or live decent and comfortable lives.
Dr. Court says the government's greatest priority is to grow the economy. Larissa Francis reporting for ABS News.